Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. JimCool's Gen 3 Ubers open round 3. It's already here. Round 2 just happened. Round 3's already here. It's a miracle. It's amazing. You guys are looking forward to it. You're at the edge of your seats. Folks, let's get right into it. We've got XRN versus Arctic. XRN, as I've said before, familiar with the format, has played it before. Arctic, I believe, is a fellow Callus Invitational play-in invite. ADV gamer. And formidable foe, I'm sure. We've got a Ho-Oh and a Groudon facing off. A couple of Sun enjoyers. Now, Toxic Groudon is a bit unusual, but, you know, Toxic is a good option on just about anything, and that was a great play by Arctic there. Latios, we can assume, has Refresh, however, but that was a fortunate miss. You can't deny it. We are going to switch back to a Ho-Oh and go for a big chunk versus the Blissey. Takes a Toxic in the process, could be worth it in his mind. He is making a lot of progress with this Ho-Oh. Click an HP Fly, doing big damage, but losing to the Toxic Poison against this enemy defensive Ho-Oh, recovering up. Groudon coming in, getting a Thunder Wave on a Latias switch, and inviting in Snorlax. Snorlax is about to click Slam. He actually clicked Fire Blast, anticipating a Steel type. Didn't quite get the outcome he wanted. Goes back to his own Ho-Oh for a moment. Good time to do it. Pivot into a Fire attack. Wonder if he's got Recover himself. Goes for the Ancient Power. A genius pivot to Fortress there. That was great. I think he might have been anticipating HP Flying, not specifically Ancient Power. But, knew that a Sacred Fire was unlikely. It is not a choice band, I don't believe, so probably does have Sacred Fire there. Probably has some kind of fire move at the very least. Sacred Fire being the most likely option, so it's a bit scary going to Fortress. Get some spikes. The switch straight into Metagross signifies HP Fire on it. He actually blows up on the Ink Groudon switch. That was pretty good. Trade a Metagross for a Groudon. That's a positive trade, I would say. Goes for a bit of a switch back into Snorlax. Does he Fire Blast this time? No. Curses this time. We've got some conditioning going on. Not going for the Fire Blast this time, despite Fortress revealed. Nice. Tanking that explosion. That was very well played. Sorry, let me... That song is a banger, but it's a bit too upbeat for this moment. I'm chilling out. I'm low energy. That was a great play because he cursed, signifying I want to stay in. I'm in here for the long haul. And then that was a bluff. He immediately goes to his low Ho-Oh, baiting an explosion. Very nicely done there. Baits the Fortress. His entire Fortress is gone now. Thinking that the threat of the Snorlax had to be dealt with. Uses his Ho-Oh. 30% Toxic, useless Pokemon. Incredible trade. Very, very positive trade right there. And Groudon getting a big Rock Slide, actually outspeeding Ho-Oh and even dodging Toxic. Unfortunate Toxic miss, but have to factor in the fact that Rock Slide had a flinch chance too there. So Toxic, with its inaccuracy, a bit lower chance than you think to actually go through right there. And Arctic is forced to go into Blissey versus the Snorlax. Not a great position you found yourself in when Snorlax is so difficult to switch into. But that's a common scenario when your Steel type drops. Like Snorlax is a menace to be feared. And Arctic's Deoxys is a bit of a threat here. Dropping that Latios. I think that crit might have mattered there after the superpower debuff. But Ooh, that was... Let me pull that back. One moment. Let me just process what the hell just happened before my eyes. Goes Groudon into the Deoxys. And then goes Deoxys into the Latios. Very nicely done. Oh, this is actually... Shadow Ball not enough to kill Latios with that very bulky Pokemon. Is Groudon alone enough to finish this off for XRN? I'm not sure. I don't think that it's a... Oh, no way. Yeah. Deoxys doesn't have Ice Beam or any kind of special attack to go for there, and Blissey obviously going to die. GG. That was a cool game. Well played by both. XRN vs Arctic Game 2. Let's get into it. Rain team from Arctic this time, and a favorable lead matchup for XRN, shooting off a huge Thunder to start it off, chunking the Snorlax, and Wobbuffet comes in. That's going to trap Snorlax. Wobbuffet, guaranteed trap Snorlax, as long as he doesn't get Slam Parried, and then Parrot on this turn. Goes for Destiny Bond. Nicely done. Trading his Wobbuffet for Snorlax. Freeing up probably a bunch of special threats on his team that want Snorlax dead. Fori taking a big chunk from that Deoxys. Oh, wow. Okay, this is... So that Deoxys, I would say, is probably Choice Band based on that huge damage it just did. And then... Yeah, Fori getting a nice spike. But this was crazy. I guess... no great switch-ins to a water move, probably. Except maybe Latios. This could have been a stay predicting an Ice Beam for Latios. He could have been staying here predicting that he would Ice Beam Latios. That could have been what he was going for. And then if he goes for Pump, it also has a mischance. He says MB in the chat, so probably he was going for the Ice Beam into Fori and the Explode. But thinking, even if he sacks Fori, he gets a free switch anyway. It's not too bad. Go for the risky play there. Goes Kyogre versus this Band Deoxys. This thing's really threatening. And gonna go Fori. XRN was just trying to go Latios on the weakened Deoxys. Okay, we got a Deoxys mirror here. Whose E-Speed will go first? XRN's goes first. I never know whether these are speed ties or not with these Deoxys, but... Yeah, this is gonna be... another one in the books. For XRN, I'm probably just going to Shadow Ball this Mewtwo right here. Oh, it goes for the subs. Pitaya Berry Deoxys, I can imagine. Arctic goes for a Carmine on the Mewtwo. Trying to make something happen, but XRN is able to get a bit more chip in as a result. And, oh. Didn't go down with Berry. I guess he forces more damage this way anyway. Icy Wind. Okay, that's a cool win condition. Icy Wind and then Thunder. Arctic actually forfeited before Latios clicked Thunder. I think that that kills from there. Probably, but... yeah, shouldn't have forfeited. Maybe he low rolls or something. You never know. Go for it, man. Go for the luck. All right. Well, that was a good set. Well played, XRN. Interesting last scenario there. Okay. This is Advanced Upas, also known as Junior, versus El Presidente, also known as Mad Dog. This guy knocked me out of the tournament with a bit of good luck on his side, but also with some good gaming. I can't fully fault him. Bit of lack of meta awareness by me, and a bit of meta awareness on his part. Mad Dog, I think, is quite good at this format. I've played friendlies with him a lot. He's doing well in this tournament, and fellow Australian as well. I think we've had him on the bottom before, so let's do that again. It's got a Icy Wind Latios lead. Seen that a couple of times now. I do like it. It beats an enemy Mewtwo lead, I think. I think that's what it does. Couple of Snorlaxes switching in. But Mad Dog stays. Predicting that his enemy would not stay in. Going for a body slam. Icy Wind is nice. It covers switch-ins as well by debuffing the incoming Pokemon. Okay. Cursing up on the Snorlax, that is pretty dangerous. And now Metagross threatening to explode. Is Advanced Upas gonna switch out on this explode? He is. Gonna go Ho-Oh. I think that's wise. The Snorlax clearly very threatening, especially when Metagross is dead. And Ho-Oh is a great switch into Metagross anyway, if it decides to do another click. If it decided to Meteor Mash, Ho-Oh shrugs that off completely. So that was I think that was a good decision by Junior there. Go to the Ho-Oh. Okay, Wobbuffet is gonna trap this Snorlax. Still has its Lumberry. Yep, no risk of any nonsense. I think he's supposed to Destiny Bond. Oh, but yeah, he's faster, of course. He can do that however he wants, whatever. Same outcome, I think. Especially because he still had the Lum up, so yeah, whatever. Icy Wind, gonna 2-hit the Groudon. That Swords Dance was a bit of a Hail Mary of some kind. Exeggutor getting a huge sleep, and he did click Solar Beam. Oh dear, but it's gonna force out Kyogre at least. Kyogre does have to switch out of that. But it does catch him charging. Gonna blow up into the Snorlax. Wow. Wobbuffet himself. Clicks Refresh. Oh. Just gonna spam Refresh. Gets Encored. And Deoxys gonna get a turn. Goes Mewtwo. Mewtwo now trapped. Deoxys in for free against the sleeping Pokemon. Gonna get a free attack on. That was some... The way you gotta maneuver around Wobbuffet is really weird sometimes. Probably could not attack the Wobbuffet for risk of getting Mirror Coated unless you want to catch it on the turn it Encores. But even then, you're Encored and now you're guaranteed to let it Mirror Code you. So I think he's right to just spam Refresh there. But actually, right here, Mad Dog's going to win this. I don't think the Wobbuffet has enough Encores to stall out Calm Mind's enormous 32 PP. So this 1v1 is in Kyogre's favor. That's going to be a win. Bit of a Wobbuffet mirror. Change the song there. That song goes for 8 minutes. Game 2. Let's see what they bring. Mewtwo goes for an aggressive early explosion right there. Straight away. Doesn't quite take out the Ho-Oh. Probably a very defensive Ho-Oh then. Gonna probably go for a double stick back to Groudon. Trying to catch some kind of steel type. Maybe catch a Forretress. Does that mean this Groudon has... Ooh, Solar Beam Latios. the Groudon counterplay, but lives on 1. Wow. Goes for the Rock Slide. Nice switch into Groudon on the Rock Slide there. Invites in Metagross. Metagross can probably just go for an Explode here. Oh. Okay, nice by Mad Dog. I would have thrown and clicked Exploder. Snorlax has Protect on it. He can Explode now, though. But you know what? Mash is actually safer. I feel like it's like chess, you know? When you're up in material, you go for trades. So he's got 6 Pokemon, he's got 5. You just go for the trade on Explosion. But if you can get more, you can get more. Maybe that philosophy isn't always true. One moment. Why did he just say no in the chat? Oh, the crit and the attack raise, of course. Yeah, didn't even process that. That was quite fortunate for Mad Dog. Big HP flying. Ho-Oh hits so hard. Metagross in. Yeah, Mash very, very spammable right now. This doesn't look like Advanced Upas, also known as Junior, has a great switch into Metagross on his team. Is not going to any kind of Steel resist. Does he not have a Steel type or probably running a very offensive squad then? And oh, Curse Protect Snorlax. Well, that is actually really dangerous right here. And up, he used the Protect there, so Metagross now threatening to explode. Oh, he goes for another mash though. Is he going to Protect again? It's a bunch of mind games whether he's going to Protect or not. He didn't do it. He eliminated Metagross. That is enormous. That's really big. Huge KO there. Oh, that's going to be enough even with the defense boost to take down Snorlax. Yeah, he's surprised in chat too. Probably choice banned Deoxys attack. Because Snorlax are very bulky. I feel like although I'm not actually entirely sure about that calc right there. This is a strange looking team from Advanced Upas. Both laddies, no Steel. No Deoxys attack or anything. And a Wobbuffet. But I don't know what exactly the Wobbuffet is even enabling on this particular team. It looks cool. Like, I'm just looking at that combination of 6 Pokemon. It's like symmetrical or something. It looks cool, but how can I talk bad about the man who defeated me, though? I'm not in the tournament anymore, am I? How can I talk or commentate on these people? I'm evidently worse. Through literal results-based logic. GG to Mad Dog there. Great matchup for the Metagross. But he maneuvered around the Metagross very smartly. Had some good 50-50s against the Metagross with the Protects. Went for that Earthquake rather than messing around with another Protect and allowing an Explode on the following turn. And Mad Dog a bit hesitant to pull the trigger on Explosion. Okay, I believe this is the last set of round 3. Yes, it is. Last set of round 3. Mitana versus zacpz. Mitana probably the favorite here, but Zac can make miracles happen, I think. He can randomly win through some nonsense. I could see it. I could envision it. Let's see what the hell happens. Whenever I play against Zach, I don't know what the heck to expect. He's always using some strange stuff. He's got a indoor Hera lead, not the most outlandish thing in the entire world. Mitana knows how to counteract that. By the way, slacking. Let me just slacking lead from Mitana. Extremely cool. Slacking actually quite good in Ubers because you know, it's speedy and it just smacks stuff. Not a lot of steals. Yeah, well played by Mitana there. Nice. We see a lot of people make this play with Snorlax, the Fire Blast on the incoming Steel type. If you hit Fortress, enormous. So, pretty low risk, high reward play there. And gets a good amount of chip on Metagross. Unfortunate miss, but I guess you can't complain too much about it's Fire Blast. It's going to miss. Pretty dangerous stay there, actually. By Mitana, I would argue. Taking a lot of chip on Snorlax, making it a bit more dangerous for him against Latios, but gets a lucky Paralyze there to get Snorlax back in, and manages to find a boom, even after losing a lot of health in that Snorlax from Metagross. Manages to boom on the Latios, the highest priority target. I would say that was a bit lucky. I don't know if Zach clicked Refresh or Dragon Claw there. If he clicked Dragon Claw, he probably could have dropped the Snorlax. But actually, Snorlax might have lived from that health and then threatened boom anyway. Maybe Zach had to go Metagross. Could have gone Metagross there. That was really unfortunate. He just missed a rock slide, but then... I mean, actually, that wouldn't have even killed. I think he was trying to catch the Rayquaza coming in. So Zach is threatening Superpower versus this slacking. And Zach thought that Rayquaza would come in. Mitana, just no fear, stays in. Actually, quite a good play. Maybe doesn't even mind sacking slacking. Now that's it. That was a sentence. Goes Groudon. Yeah, Earthquake threatening the both of the reveals. Probably a... I was going to say a boom comes out, but it was another slam. I guess he needs to go for some hacks to win. I actually agree with the body slam there. Go for the slam paralyze. Don't want to lose your Snorlax. It's like chess. You're low on pieces. You don't want to trade. Has he got a Dance Gyarados? Like I said, always brings interesting stuff. I think Gyarados is good because it's anti-Heracross. That's the idea behind Gyarados. Similar to an OU. And yeah, he's going to clean up with Deoxys attack. Well played there. Bit of bad luck, but I think also Mitana showing awareness of the meta. Going with the explosive slacking lead. I think that was a good pick. It's actually kind of anti-hero technology right there. The combo of slacking and Rayquaza dealt with this Hera nicely. Completely shut it down, and then... yeah, that was well played. Game 2. Got a couple of very offensive leads here. Mew and Deoxys defense. Mew with Swords Dance Explosion being threatened, and Deoxys threatening to make a lot of spikes. Mew gonna Swords Dance up. I think that that's really positive to bait Metagross's explosion. Now his Steel type is completely gone. That could be really good for Mitana depending on the team. All of a sudden a Snorlax is is having a much easier time. That's the thing. Mew always, if it's not blowing up on something, it's making the enemy blow up on it. Does have a Snorlax, and with no Metagross, I mean, this is gonna curse up. Gets knocked off though. Good move. Remove a bit of longevity on the Snorlax. Goes for Toxic. Maybe thinking my only way out is if it's running Thick Fat, which is not unheard of in Ubers. In Ubers, there's a lot more fire type hits in particular that you like to resist, especially in the sun. Pretty straightforward game plan here. Mitana takes out the Metagross and then sees the opportunity. Probably, you know, steel types are hard to come by in this meta. Usually only like one per team. So gonna make the safe assumption that a Curse Lax is gonna sweep right there. And Mitana was correct. Yeah, well done. That was a pretty simple, unceremonious one to end it on, but sometimes Pokemon is simple like that. You got a simple plan, you execute it, and there you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Semi-finals is underway, and as soon as the replays are up, I'll upload the commentary. Thanks everyone who entered the tournament. Hope you guys had fun playing and watching. And take a look at my Patreon and my Discord in the description, folks, if you are interested in getting more involved with the gym community. Having fun chatting with you guys on Discord about different stuff. Very cool. See you soon, folks.